Bond 26 won't begin casting until 2026. That is according to Baz Bamigboye writing for Deadline yesterday. He says that Denis Villeneuve will only start casting once he's finished Dune 3, which, if you've been following the James Bond dossier for any length of time, you'll know I have been saying that all along. Even before we had a director in place, it was always going to be the director, and a script will have to be in place before they start casting. So the type of actor that they reportedly will be looking for is going to be young. He's going to be in his late 20s, early 30s, which basically rules out just about everybody that has been discussed so far. Also, he's going to be British. He is going to look like he can really handle himself. He's going to be 6 foot tall, that kind of thing. Now, also, there's something else in this report which says Stephen Knight, who's the writer, of course, he is returning to the early Bond novels. So we're talking about Casino Royale, Live and Let Die, Moonraker, Diamonds Are Forever, From Russia with Love, Dr. No. He's going back to those books to, I suppose, really uncover the real source of James Bond in those novels. So it's a good thing, I think, that he's going back to Ian Fleming. I don't know how much of the actual books will make it onto screen, if anything at all, but I think it is hopeful that he is doing that. The only thing that goes against that is that they're talking about Bond maybe before he was a 00 agent in the Royal Navy and then recruited by MI6. And that isn't in the books at all. The only time we've really seen Bond as a rookie 00 was in the film version of Casino Royale. There's not really the suggestion in the novel that he's a rookie then. I think he's had his feet under the table for quite a few years by the time we meet him in the first Bond book. So the other thing that Bamigboye is saying is that they are aiming for shooting in 2027 with a 2028 release, possibly November, in line with all the recent Bond films. So that's a bit disappointing, I think. Earlier reports were suggesting that Amazon was aiming for a 2027 release, but I think, I think 2027 is still a possibility. But with Villeneuve engaged on Dune 3, I think that's going to take up a lot of his time and focus for the foreseeable future, and so that always made a 2028 release more likely. But if it is 27, that won't surprise me either. I think it is possible, but as time goes on, it becomes less likely. It would be good if Amazon actually made an announcement about that at some point, but we'll see if they do or not. So I think that is just about everything in this video. If you want to keep up to date with Bond 26 news, then make sure that you join the newsletter. There is a link in the description below. I send out a monthly newsletter on the first Tuesday of every month with everything going on in the world of Bond that I know about. And, obviously the Bond 26 news is a big part of that. Okay, so thanks for watching. And if you like these videos, why don't you take a look at this over here, which I think you might like.